Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 77 of Build Your Own Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 from our good old friends at DeAgostini, folks. Now, if you'd like to be building this 1/6 scale Ford Mustang along with me, pop over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too can be building this on your bench, folks. And what a beautiful car it is. Let's have a quick scope through the magazine. This is the Shelby story, the 85th commemorative GT40 Mark II. Have you some of that? Look at that. Looks lovely in black, doesn't it? Something about the back end view of them cars just looks so aggressive, doesn't it? What have we got today? We have got the rear seat and seat belts going in. So we're going to need doing some of that. They go up through the seat there and just press into place. But I will add a dab of super glue just to make sure they don't pop out. And that's what we'll end up with at the end of this issue. The seat belts, they're just resting over like so. You then got the Di Tommaso Pantera, Ford-powered hand-built sports car from back in the day there. 1963, I do believe it started manufacturing. But yeah, again, beautiful-looking car. And yeah, there you go. The Panther evolves there. The Pantera there reached 7,260 units even. There you go. And it was European car with the American V8. Yeah. Saw a few of these over here back in the day. So that's the magazine done. So let's just flick back, grab our bits and pieces, and we'll get this rear seat sorted, folks, okay? So this is what we've got today. We've got our rear seat belts looking rather sexy there. And we're going to be feeding them up through these slots just in the back of the seat unit there, okay? So we'll just drop them in through there. Get a pair of tweezers on there, I think, be on the safe side. Just feed them through. Might make it a bit easier for us. Like that, straight through, pop. And that's going to sort of rest somewhere like that. And then that is going to press in place nice and firm. It looks like quite a resistance fit there, so might not need the super glue on the back. There you go. That's what I'm doing on mine. Because, yeah, trust them to stay in place. And I think we'll have a little dab like so on the back of that buckle. Just keep that under tension. That's what I want to do on mine. So I'm just going to put a little dab of super glue on the back of that buckle. Like that. Just my personal preference, I'm afraid. But I think it will look better. There you go. Like that. Right, and then we'll do the same on the other side now. So let's grab that one. Slam that in there using the old tweezers of tweeziness. Like that. Bring you through. We'll do the same with you. Let's just turn that round. Alright. Bring that in there. And press that in place. Going nowhere. And then we'll do the same with this as what we've done before. A little bit of super glue on the buckle. And we'll pop that in place. Under tension. Like that. And then just pop that down there. Just press it in place. And that, for me, just takes the creases or the major creases out of your seatbelt, folks. That's what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with your rear seat belts stretched in place like so. Nice and neat. Just like that. So don't forget, folks, if you want to grab one of these yourselves and build these along with me, hop over to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can be building your very own Shelby GT500. In the meantime, to help me out, you can just give little Fester a click in the corner there and subscribe to the channel. I'll be immensely grateful. Ring the bell whilst you're there to be notified of future content. In the meantime, thanks so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well. See you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.